Good day, my name is Angelo. This is Nation Voice Tower, your most preferred YouTube channel. How have we been? As a way over here, we've been doing perfectly alright. I will go straight to the matter at hand. It has been exposed, especially members of the All Progressive Congress, most of them part of the former Ninth Assembly, okay, who have allegedly laundered millions of naira and billions of naira and have been left to move away or to move about the streets of Nigeria and to move about their daily businesses as free bonds without facing indictment or facing punishments of any sort. All right, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have come up to expose members of the All Progressive Congress differently, even during the formal President Muhammadu Buhari's regime. Okay, they have come out to call these people out countless times, and funny enough, these people are still giving appointments to hold or very official seats to sit on during or anytime a new APC government comes in. We've seen that with the President Muhammadu Buhari's regime, and we've seen that we're seeing that now with the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These APC members have actually not only been called out by the EFCC, but there are different cases pointing at the fact that these people are actually responsible for lots of billions of naira that have been missing, put in their cares or in their under their different watch at different times. Okay, so I will be giving two exposés in one. I will be exposing how 22.7 trillion naira was laundered under a particular platform known as Ways and Means Loan. All right, this particular 22.7 trillion is allegedly hanging on the necks of the former Senate President Ahmed Lawal and the present Chief of Staff of the President Femi Gbajabiamila while he was still Speaker of the House of Representatives, and other legislators from the National Assembly. Also, we'll be exposing how Senator Abdullahi Adamu of the APC allegedly laundered billions of naira together with Senator Iola Omisore, together both from the APC, laundered billions of naira and were never indicted, never punished. Rather, they were promoted or they were given very important appointments by the APC. The former was made the national chairman by President Muhammadu Buhari, and the latter was made national secretary by former administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. The National Assembly, under the former leadership of Ahmed Lawal, former Senate President, and Femi Gbajabiamila, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, was the most corrupt in the history of Nigeria, according to sources. They hurriedly amended the Central Bank of Nigeria Act to increase the total CBN advances, known most popularly as Ways and Means Provision, to the federal government from 5% to a maximum of 15%. Femi Gbajabiamila and Ahmed Lawal allegedly signed these bills together with members of their different assemblies in order to gain lots of personal views and personal gains from these tax and loans. The Senate approved the expended 22.7 trillion CBN Ways and Means loans for Buhari, and the National Assembly allegedly collected their own share of the 22.7 trillion naira. Sources further revealed from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission how members of the All Progressive Congress and few members of its hierarchy and National Executive Committee were once arrested and indicted by the Commission over alleged fraud. One among the arrested members of the executive of the APC were Senator Abdullahi Adamu, who was the former APC chairman under President Muhammadu Buhari, the same APC chairman who was asked to resign under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The EFCC allegedly arrested Abdullahi Adamu for money laundering ranging to the sum of 15 billion naira. In 2016 also, Senator Iola Omisore was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for allegedly laundering over 1.3 billion naira. 26th of March 2022, Buhari came up to endorse Abdullahi Adamu as APC National Chairman and Iola Omisore as APC National Secretary. these two went further to lose their positions in the APC hierarchy, not just because they were found wanting with lots of fraud cases hanging on their heads, but because they could not play ball with the present political team. This goes further to show how unrealistic the APC government has been and how unrealistic the APC as a party has stood over other parties. The truth remains that whatever is done in Nigeria now is being perpetrated mostly by the APC and its cohorts. Hence the reason why lots of names have been called out to really understand why justice must take its course on these particular names. Ahmed Lawal, the former Senate President, Femi Gbajabiamila, who is now the Chief of Staff of the President, and Senator Abdullahi Adamu, including Senator Iola Omisore, these four people, undoubtedly members of the APC, have been found wanting over time and are still gallivanting round the streets of Nigeria and wherever they have been on holidays over the long period of time, freely as freeborns. The needful has to be done to bring these people to book, or risk people like them or their cronies launder more trillions of naira and take Nigeria into bankruptcy. Alright, you've heard the expose there. The APC have been called out for wrong reasons recently. But let's not talk as if the PDP, the People's Democratic Party, is exempted from this. They are not sacred cows, okay? They were once, lots of them were liable to this and they fell to this, okay? We saw lots of them in the likes of, in those days, we saw people like Dipreye Alame Esega. We saw how he failed to his own, to his own shame. Lots of people laundered billions of naira, right, and under the People's Democratic Party, okay. We saw how lots of cronies from the APC have quietly replicated what the People's Democratic Party have done over time. Abdullahi Adamu, Iola Omisore, and then the other two people from the from the National Assembly, Femi Gbajabiamila and Ahmed Lawal. These four people dealt Nigeria a blow with their money laundering cases, alright. These two, actually, talking about Ahmed Lawal and Femi Gbajabiamila, had to implicate the two heads of these agencies, the head of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdurrashid Bawa, and they also implicated the central bank, erstwhile central bank governor, Godwin Emefiele, and that was how these names came up. Godwin Emefiele and Abdurrashid Bawa actually sang out in DSS custody, and these four people, or let me say, these two people were exposed. When I say the first two people, I'm talking about Ahmed Lawal and Femi Gbajabiamila. No wonder the plea for pardon and the plea to play ball by these two people was swiftly, negotiated, and they were quickly released to go home. That means there are hands of people in the presidency that are actually in this missing laundered funds by Godwin Emefiele and Abdurrashid Bawa. Secondly, I would like to speak on the case involving Nyesom Wike and Siminalayi Fubara. Nyesom Wike, in an interview, has come out, finally, he has come out clean over the controversy between himself and his alleged godson, Siminalayi Fubara, the Rivers State governor. Please stay tuned.
You showed it clearly, and people are just talking about, oh, they say you should go 25%. You say you should, I just look at this word. Is that this word is?
Honorable Minister,
do you think Governor Fubara was acting like the same Fubara that you know all along that you have worked with? Or some politicians were killed behind him and probably prodding him?
These are politicians I flung out of the state. They have no chance.
Yeah, perhaps they realigned after behind him.
Let me tell you, they are not to do what?
Behind him as governor now.
To do what?
To get at him.
Just look, we are just starting. We are just starting politics. What you know, you know. What you don't know, you don't know. Look, everything is not about money. I was not a governor. I was an ordinary minister when I became a governor. I challenged the sitting governor and I defeated his candidate. Right? I was not carried by anybody like this and thrown there. I worked hard. Federal government fought me to the point that I couldn't have even done, I would have lost focus. You know what I passed through from 2015 to 2019? You know what I passed through in 2019 election? You know what I passed through? This one God gave you. No crisis for you. You are not the one importing crisis. Do you know what it means that as a governor, I'm not resting at home? Federal government fought me very badly. But the structure remained. We all agreed we must do this. What's the problem? God gave you something on a platter of gold. No crisis. Federal government is not fighting you. Nobody's at all fighting you. You are the one trying to create crisis for yourself. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? Who does that? Okay, no matter. Only ingrates that is in their blood that will support what is happening there. Only those who are natural ingrates. Forget about those you are seeing around. Those are people who couldn't come to the state because some of them, they say I refuse to make them governor.
Isn't that the cause of the problem? That those people now, because you are away from the state, they have seen an opportunity to own a sinful governor.
I have no problem. You can own whomever you want to own. I have no problem. Look, in this politics, it's not the man who has the largest possible. In this politics, it's not the man who has the largest purse. The time for politics will come. I'm concentrating on achieving.
That's like second term.
The mandate
before second term
given to me by Mr. President. Let me tell you, when I was governor, look, I structure never one day, nobody. This one is three months. I'm doing this. You show the word. Even if assuming do not consider. Do not consider. Anybody had wronged you to the point of no return. Assuming do not consider. Of what people did for you in 3 months, you showed their hand.
So we want Your Excellency.
Because that question we keep reverberating, which is you know Sim very well. The Sim that you know, do you think he is acting on his own volition or is acting some scripts written for him?
I have told you here.
Because a lot of people will tell you.
I said I have told you here. Even you now, I claim I know you. But I give you power money.
Are you
give me both? That is the only way you can know somebody. But like I told you, I'm not worried. I'm a politician.
Okay. Your Excellency.
I have what all it takes. Look.
All of this could affect your legacy as well.
It doesn't work legacy. Let me tell you. I don't worry myself when I see certain things on social media. The day I took decision, my team took decision that was support Tinubu. The social media came down. They used this day, they used their eyes, every blood that nothing was not said about me. Nothing in this world that was not said about me. I say, well, it's a decision, it's a political decision I think will help our state. And today, our state is seeing now, people are seeing the benefit of supporting Aswadi Ahmed Lawal. I didn't take a wrong decision. Even that decision I took that time, it was terrible.
Your Excellency.
I saw what. So now what you are seeing is that article group that said I made them to fail is talking good about him. Those that I didn't give them governorship, that's okay. That is not the wrestling ground.
So talking about
I use instrumentality of law to fight.
Your
I don't use talks, militants. I don't use ethnicity to fight. No, I don't do that.
Right.
It's instrumentality of law.
Your Excellency.
All right. You've watched the video there. Yes, on Wiki. Actually, I would say he came out clean to say everything. Yes, he has said the things the way they are, and he has said it where it pinches most. You know, the first interview he granted was not really the truth. because the truth is now out, okay? If you watch that first interview, there are things he did not say. There are things he sugar-coated, all right, just for them to avoid traces. But this time, I'll tell you, he has come out clear. I think he's fed up with what people are saying, and he had to, own all or take responsibility of everything that is happening. I guess, if you ask me, the peace he has made with Siminalayi Fubara is not yet over. Sim Fubara should expect the worst from Nyesom Wike anytime soon. Changes have been made in Rivers State that Siminalayi Fubara does not even have power over. I would say categorically that Siminalayi Fubara should not expect to repeat 4 years in Rivers State unless the people of Rivers State actually stand by him so strongly. Finally, trouble and anger has hit the Rotimi Amechi's camp over the dissolution of some Rivers State APC executives. In fact, there is one person in these executives from Rivers State that whose dissolution actually affected Rotimi Amechi so badly. So I will show you a video so you'll understand what is happening in the Rotimi Amechi's camp, and then you will know where he will go from here.
For the second time today, again, my name is Felix Moka. I'm the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Before I proceed to introduce my colleague, just to give a word of apology for starting this a little late, as you can imagine. We just rose from a meeting today of the National Working Committee of our party, and the reason we're here today had to be prepared, so it took a while to prepare and clear it for release. So what I'd like to do is to read the text of the resolution of the National Working Committee after its meeting today. But before I do so, you all know my colleague, Honorable Duro Misako, who is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of our party. Now, I will read the text of the resolution of the National Working Committee following its meeting today. I begin. The National Working Committee of the All Progressives Congress, APC, at its meeting of 22nd November 2023, and pursuant to the powers conferred upon the National Working Committee by the National Executive Committee of the party, and in accordance with the provisions stipulated in Article 13-3, A, Roman 5, 13.3, B and C, and 13.4, XV, Roman XV, of the party's constitution, the National Working Committee, recognizing compelling circumstances that have arisen in the Rivers State chapter necessitating decisive action in the overriding interests of the party, has engaged in consultations with pertinent stakeholders within the party. The National Working Committee hereby resolves as follows. 1. Dissolution of the executive committees. 1.1. The executive committees of the party in Rivers State at all levels are hereby dissolved. 2. Appointment of caretaker committee. 2.1. A caretaker committee shall be appointed to undertake the following responsibilities. A. The caretaker.
Right, you've watched the video there, and well, if you ask me, I will say Rotimi Amechi is a forgotten politician. He is just trying to be relevant by all means, all right? But I don't think he's going to be relevant again by running against Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the primaries. I think he got it wrong. And by not coming to pay allegiance, I think that's where he got it wrong again. No wonder he wasn't given any position or any ministerial appointment. All right, I would say that the Rotimi Amechi's camp has, well, this is a clamp down on their camp, because the APC want to finally clip the wings of Rotimi Amechi, the same wings that gave him the audacity and gave him the effrontery to, do what he did during the 2023 APC primaries. Okay, he had the courage to run for presidency, right, and he also had the courage to speak against the APC and its cohorts. That means he has really grown wings, according to the APC. So this time around, they are out for him, and this dissolution should come to him not as a shock, but should serve him as a platform for him to build his wisdom on, to come out unformidably to fight the APC. This time around, more let's say more prepared than he used to be. See you next time with our updates. Before I say quits, I would love to urge you to like our videos, share them. Don't forget to drop a comment for us in the comment section. And if you're watching me for the first time, please tap the subscribe button. Do well to tap the notification bell too, so that you'll be able to see me promptly when I drop a new update. Bye.